Alright, what's up, y'all? It's your boy D. Woe. We back again on another episode of that As the Blunt Burnz. Y'all already know how I go up in here. Y'all already know Fresh. We got Fresh in the building. And then we got Crybaby in the building.
In the flesh.
Yes, sir. So today, man, I'm finna take it out of this world. I'm about to be smoking on that alien poop for y'all. What y'all got for us?
Well, I'm smoking on that goat milk.
Got that KK Khalifa Kush.
Khalifa Kush. So who fired up first, y'all?
Guess I'll fire up first.
Go ahead.
Yeah, get that long ass leaf out there. She gave that part out.
What?
Right.
Because he hating on
Right.
hating on the leaves.
That is
Let's talk about this. Leaves and blunts. I don't
Leaves
understand why
versus
other people hate on the leaves.
Okay, so I can honestly say that the majority of the people, because I mean I ain't no hater, I'll just keep it real. The majority of the people would prefer to have a leaf. You right. You're correct. A lot
And
of people
Burns
come
on
over
there.
here with backwoods. A lot of people come over here with games, with Dutches, with whatever. But me personally, I don't like tobacco. I've never smoked a cigarette in my life. I used to smoke cigars and they really did nothing but make me dizzy. I was doing it for the fucking appeal of it all. So anything close to fucking tobacco, it's a leaf to a backwood to some Fonta leaf, the more deeper you go into it, the more it is tobacco. And it just made me fucking dizzy, though. Like, what can I say to that?
But you're smoking it. And liking it.
Well, I'm always smoking for the show. And that always makes for good entertainment if I'm higher than I usually am. So,
Always.
you know, that is
I'm just
what it is.
saying.
So, what do
No.
you prefer? Since
I
you
prefer-
you brought it up.
I prefer, and people don't understand there's difference between, blunts, then you got leaf blunts, and then you got original leaves,
leaf, yeah.
100% leaf. And I personally like, leaf blunts. I don't like
You like the hybrid version.
because I think a leaf takes too long to roll. You gotta cut it up, roll it out. Oh, I gotta cut it in this
Gotta
section.
cut the vein
And
off.
then when I'm rolling it, when I'm smoking it, I gotta hold it like it's a little baby, so it don't come unravel. Like, come on, that's just too much work. Too
Me,
much work for me.
I don't really smoke blunts unless I'm smoking with people. I like my bong. Shout out my
Bong
bong.
smokers.
Shout out my bong. White
All
girl.
my white people.
Oh, my white girl. But if I am smoking blunts, I do like leaf blunts. That is my choice of blunt.
So, me personally, I do not discriminate. But I don't discriminate. But if you smoke a leaf with me, I'm gonna want to smoke a blunt. Eventually, before I go to sleep. If you smoke a bong with me, I'm gonna keep hitting it as long as you're smoking it with me. But I'm gonna want to smoke a blunt before I go to sleep. If you smoke a paper J with me, I'm gonna smoke that motherfucker. But eventually, I'm gonna need to smoke a blunt before I go to sleep. So I don't discriminate, but at the same time, I do have my of choice, my thing of choice.
Your
And
vice.
I like green sweets.
I just want to say, man, the cannabis is moving at the right rate that we're going in now, as far as being legalized. As far as here in State Florida, I think we're making big waves.
We need to go ahead and get recreational though. 'Cause
Period.
I done been to Vegas, bruh, and that shit was lit.
They'll let you take the weed back
I
with
just
you.
walked down the street, police walked past me with my blood in my mouth, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need that type of shit in my life, because you already know, I've been to jail 16 times in my life. 16. And 15 of them was for weed. Just because either I violated probation over smoking weed, or a bitch stopped me for something else because my headlight was out, or my tag light was out, or
And you smell like weed.
and they searched the car and found the weed. Like, that was always my issue. So all my charges are pretty much null and void at this point. Bitch, it's legal. What can you even say to me? Like,
I mean, and even now they have it to where it's decriminalized. So just let us do what we do.
right, but Colorado is fucking shrooms is decriminalized.
Yeah.
So
That's the
some
way
of the
I'm trying to be
dispensaries
on.
in fucking Colorado got shrooms. Oh, I'm bringing some back.
Doesn't Oregon have it too?
Yes. Washington State, California, Nevada,
Damn.
Colorado.
There's 9 states that has legal
Yeah.
9 states.
I'm trying to name them all, but I'm high. Okay. But yeah, it's plenty of states. It's 9 that's fucking recreational, and the rest of them is either nothing at all or it's medical only. Like, you gotta have a card, so I can appreciate it.
And I don't like that you can't have a card and a gun license.
You can.
But you can. It's a catch-22.
You gotta get the gun
You
first.
gotta have the gun license first.
Yeah.
If you already have a cannabis license, you
Then
can't
you
get the
can.
gun license. If you had the gun license first and then you got a prescription, then
That's the only way to beat it.
now when it's time to renew it, I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, how often do you have to renew it? Like once a year?
I don't know how
or 2 years?
you gotta do that process, but you could always prove that you had one once upon a time.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it is what it is. I don't know. Oh, so anyways, man, how y'all feel about the dog, man? The DMX done passed away. I don't know about y'all, but when I was in 11th grade, DMX was my favorite rapper, and he's all I really wanted to listen to. And you know what I'm saying? So
It's because you old.
it hit me. I'm refined. I'm aged well. Okay, she gonna call me old, man. I ain't old. I'm like wine. Nigga. I get better every year.
Get me together.
But X, I said this shit. I seen him like 3 years ago, and this when I really figured out why he was a Rough Rider, because I didn't believe in him in real life. This nigga, he's got a Rough Rider tattoo, and we promote clubs and shit together. So I always said, bruh, well y'all know why. If y'all watch the show, y'all know why. Okay. So I used to always say, why, bro? You ain't no Rough Rider, bro. Just because you got a Rough Rider tattoo doesn't make you a Rough Rider, right? DMX came to Janice Live in St. Petersburg like 3 years ago. This nigga said, watch this. Because he had to prove his point, I guess. So he calls the head of the Rough Riders, I forget his name, and he says, hey, bro, I'm in Tampa. You know what I'm saying? We're going to the DMX show. What can you do for me? 10 minutes later, we have VIP tickets to go see X, right? So me and my nigga sees him. I said the whole time that this nigga's fucked up, bro. Something bad gonna end up happening, bro, because nobody's stopping this nigga from doing drugs. Like, he was literally on stage with a Hennessy bottle praying. And halfway through his prayer, he was like, oops, and put the bottle down and fucking start back praying. So I've been saying this shit for years. So I know the famous people that's really around him. I'm just the nigga that's around him when he come around. You know what I'm saying? People that's really around him had to know he had a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It's known that he has a problem.
exactly. And nobody stopped him because he's the money maker. Nobody gonna say, hey, you gotta stop doing this because you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I've been to we had a problem. I predicted the shit, and like 3 or 4 people here in Tampa could tell you. He said that when he saw him in St. Pete, that eventually that shit was gonna happen. And I mean, I hate to say I was right, but I was sad about X, but I wasn't surprised.
Yeah, you wasn't surprised.
It
But,
did
you know,
surprise me.
It
though.
was sad to see that, you know, because he actually was kind of doing a little bit better.
Well, yeah, he always had a good heart. He always did charity shit. He always like tried to preach.
No, but he was doing better with
He always tried to
sobriety.
preach good stuff to people. Like, but you can coach the game better than you play it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you telling people because of your mistakes of what they can do to do better. You know what I'm saying? So at least he tried to do it in that aspect.
Rest in peace to him though, but it's crazy that everybody was talking about DMX and then Prince Philip died. And then nobody, maybe it's because we're in America. That's most likely why.
First of all, because we're in America. Second of all, what has Prince Philip done for any of us?
Wasn't he
DMX.
caught up in that, what's the name? Jeffrey Epstein thing?
Well, yeah. He caught up in some shit. We know some shit about him.
And he looked like he was dead years before
What
he died.
has he done for us? Like, DMX has taught me lessons.
But
Whether he know it
DMX
or
hasn't
not.
done anything
Whether
for
he
you.
whether he know it or not, he's taught me a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do drugs.
Nah. I'm saying in my lifetime, over my years of being a DMX fan, he doesn't preach the shit that he lives. You know what I'm saying? He speaks.
So you learn from his mistakes, basically.
Well, yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, people can give you words that
I learned
that
from
live
his
on.
life.
His
I learned
words
from his
live on.
experiences that he's told me. You know what I'm saying? And I related to a lot of the shit that he rapped too, even though he was like crazy as fuck.
crazy as all hell.
Hell yeah. But that's what people like about them. You know what I'm saying? The crazy niggas get all the fun. You know what I mean? And then this nigga held on for like 5 days afterwards until they legally declared him brain dead. Yeah.
Cut the cord or whatever.
Yeah,
pull
when
the
they
plug.
legally declared him brain dead. But yeah, I mean, a drug overdose is the easiest way to die these days.
Yeah.
Because everybody's on drugs. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
With no shame either. Just out here happy to be a junkie.
Yeah, yeah. We need to make the world a better place.
We really do. Smoke the weed. That's it. Make weed legal and make everything else illegal.
I guess.
Except shrooms.
Stop giving people more time for drugs than for murder and shit, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Stop giving more people time for drugs than murder.
For real. We understand they druggies, but like, you know what I'm saying? Dog, we ain't put the needle in your arm or whatever. I might have sold it to you, but it was still your choice to take it.
You came to me.
Right. Now you giving niggas death charges.
That's a two-step process. That means you had to think that you want to weed, you had to
You
buy
had
weed.
to actively
Then you
find
had
this
to
person.
actively
You know
take
how
it.
hard it is to find a drug dealer sometimes? Do you know how hard it is to get him to come to your house and bring you the shit that you want? Bruh, this shit is not an easy process.
Better have some real money.
9 times out of 10, a bitch really begs you to bring him the shit. But you the one that's gonna catch all the charges of it.
And I don't know, with me, I'm the main one that gets my own weed. I don't really have them bring it to me.
For real?
Yeah.
Because you feel like that's quicker?
Yeah, I feel like I just want to hurry up, go get my weed, and go home.
Yeah, but are you one of those, I'm gonna go pick up my weed from the free weed guy, or I'm gonna pay for my weed every time?
What is pick up my weed from the free weed guy?
Whatever weed
What
man,
the hell?
whatever weed man that decides to give you the quarters for the free.
So I only got
Girl
two
power.
weed men, and both my weed men I've been copping from since I started smoking when I was like 13. So like,
I get it, but
I don't.
I'm not to single you out, but you just happen to be the only girl on the show today. And I just know a lot of girls, you know what I'm saying? And have a lot of cousins that's females and all that shit. And I know that everybody got that one weed guy that you go to that you know you're not finna pay for at that time, whether you gotta do something for it or you don't.
Well, I mean, I get extra weed from one of my weed men,
Well, there you go.
but I don't do nothing extra.
Right. But
I
you
cop
just
from
get
him
that
all the
extra
time.
because he happened to see you.
Yeah, I cop from him all the time.
But it's still an extra reason above else.
No.
You don't just give away from
It's
you.
If he take a long time, he'll be like, "Let me give you some weed. I'll bless you," and he'll
Oh,
give me
okay.
like 3 more grams.
Right, but if it was my dusty ass, he wouldn't care if I was waiting. He'd
Oh,
feel like
no.
you got your money worth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if I drive to
Girl
him,
power.
that's pussy power.
The power of the pussy.
That's called
The
pussy.
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 Got all the power. God damn it. Hell nah, my shit would be ran through if I had one.
No, I cannot. Like, you know what? That's not a look.
Oh yeah, the dick got power, but the dick's a little extra. Like, okay, I'm gonna put it to you like this. There's male sugar babies, there's female sugar babies, there's male sugar daddies, and there's sugar
not
mamas.
male sugar babies.
And
There's
there's sugar
broke ass
mamas.
niggas and
No.
there's sugar babies.
No, because half of the niggas ain't even broke. They just gets it how they live. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, what I'm gonna say is, it's women out there that are generous and it's men out there that are generous. So you make it sound like you feel like a man is less than a man because he takes the generosity.
Yes.
But why? Why is it okay
Like,
for
is
you
it from
to
an old
accept the
lady?
free money and not me?
Is it from an older lady?
It's from any lady that give it to me
For
that I didn't
okay.
ask for it.
Okay.
If I didn't ask you for this money, and you just felt the need to give it to me, and I felt the need to take advantage of the fact that I know you
But
would give
most
it
of
to
the
me.
time, it's not like that. Most of the time, it's them asking for the money.
But
Right? No, I'm talking like
about
I'm
that.
talking about real life. She knows that she's doing better than me.
This my
and
sugar
she
baby.
We talking about
feels the need to help me.
cougars and sugar daddy.
Right, cougars and sugar daddies, but it's sugar mamas and sugar daddies.
Sugar mama, sugar daddy.
But I'm saying a male could be a sugar baby. It's
That's
male.
gay.
It's males with sugar daddies, yeah, and it's males with sugar mamas.
I feel like if you're a male with the sugar daddy, or if you're a male with the sugar anything, you're gay. Most guys that have a sugar is gay.
Okay, so Well, I'm not gay.
So you got a sugar mama?
I've had them. You know what I mean?
James?
I could have one if I wanted to deal with her fucking crazy mental issues. I could definitely have one right now, like straight up. But it's not on. It's not worth it.
Isn't that weird though?
It's what you can do. No, it's not weird. I don't understand how it's okay for you. Okay, let's say me and a girl's in a relationship. Okay. And she has a sugar daddy.
Yeah.
And it's okay for her to have a sugar daddy because she come home and break me off. Okay. If me and the same girl are in a relationship and I have a sugar mama.
No, that's not
and
okay.
I come home and I fucking break her off.
That's not okay.
Why?
Because first of all, you're
that sounds
cheating.
sexist right
Yeah, you're dropping dick if a bitch is giving you money, basically.
Well, okay,
So that means, but that's the same thing you say about a sugar daddy.
No.
But not
Fucking him if
necessarily.
he giving you
But
money.
Not
that is-
necessarily. From
that
my
is
own
the different
experience,
dynamic.
I had a sugar daddy that used to come into town once a month and used to give me $2,000, and I wouldn't do nothing with him. The most I ever did was pop kiss him.
But that's
Ever.
a different
It's the
dynamic.
same thing.
It's not. No, it's not fucking fair. You want to know
Yeah.
why?
No.
You want to know
it
why?
is
I'm gonna tell you
fair.
right here. I'm gonna pass the blunt.
It is fair.
Okay,
I didn't have a boyfriend.
female sex drive start here. Male sex drive start here.
Yeah.
Gradually, over time, as they both get older, they do this. Okay, so I can believe that you have a sugar daddy that you don't gotta fuck because his shit ain't working like it used to.
He wasn't old. He was 42. And then he just ghosted me. That was the fucking crazy part. He just disappeared off the face of the earth.
So, yes,
So if
I
you're
believe.
out there, I know that you ghosted me.
Yes, I believe that you got a fucking sugar daddy that you don't got to fuck, that you never had to fuck. But at the same time, female sugar mamas is gonna want something for her cash. She's gonna want to get.
Yeah, and
but
that's
it's
not-
a lot of sugar daddies that want something out for his cash.
It
too.
is.
So-
I can't lie, but
so-
at that time, when you got a sugar daddy like that, you're not in a relationship with
So
a man unless they're okay
like
with
I
it.
said, we're in a relationship, and you told me you got a sugar daddy. I have to be okay with it, and I have to believe that you're not fucking him.
If
I have
tell
to.
you
I'm
that-
not there with y'all.
If
I have to
tell you
believe
that,
you.
Would you trust?
I would.
That's where it
I
comes into a
would,
trust
but I'm
situation.
different than most dudes.
I wouldn't trust you till you show me different.
Boom.
That-
But I'm different
But
than
it's
most
the
dudes.
same thing with
Most
men.
dudes are gonna
No, it's not
assume
because
if I got
you
a
have
sugar-
a sugar mama,
if
you
I
are
got-
dropping dick off
so
on that bitch.
You tell me if I got a sugar
Period.
mama and,
Period.
and she come in town just saying like yours do, come in town, we go out and eat, we chill, we hang out, we just in club and hang out. She just wanna be around me just like I wanna be around her. And when she leave, she'll happen to slide me a bag full of $2,000.
Yeah.
And then she's gone. No sex, no nothing, a kiss on the cheek.
And then I came home to you and I paid all the bills with the $2,000.
That's not okay. Why don't you have a job?
No, I didn't say I didn't have a
That's a
fucking
double
job.
standard.
Nobody ever said.
It's not a double standard.
Nobody ever
because
said I
being
didn't
a
have
girl
a job.
is a job.
Nobody ever said I didn't have a
Being
job.
a woman is a job.
And being a man is a fucking job
No,
too.
it is not.
Yes.
No, it is not. All y'all do is get haircuts and lie.
You're talking about the men
So you
that
basically-
you're used to. You're not talking about.
All y'all
I'm
do
gonna
is
eat you
get
alive.
haircuts and lie.
Bro, I feel like pulling
I
out
will
my
stand
phone
up
and
for
calling
that
every girl I ever fuck with. I don't lie to anybody. I don't tell lies. Don't put me in that category. But I know a lot of niggas that do. So you're talking about your experiences. You're not talking about everybody.
And now,
Those are the only experiences I have based on, and that happens a lot, so it's not just me.
But if you listen to your narrative, you saying that a man shouldn't have to take a woman from
Nobody,
take money from a woman.
nobody who
But
fucks with me
you telling us that
gets
men don't
lied
work.
to. I don't care if you're gonna cry afterwards.
How-
I'm gonna
how
tell
am
you.
I
you
didn't
the
say
red
all
woman.
men don't work.
I'm gonna tell you. The
I
truth.
said men with
No.
sugars.
Okay, I got a
don't
whole
work.
job. I got fucking 6 kids though. Okay, and I never asked this bitch for nothing, but if she feels the need to help me and I take it, that makes me less than a man because I let the girl who I'm fucking with help me. You know what I'm saying?
It's just weird. It's a weird dynamic.
Even if I got a whole girlfriend,
That is weirder, and I would be pissed. No man
if
of
she's
mine
my
is ever
sugar
gonna
mama,
have a
I
sugar
told
mama.
her. If she's my sugar mama, I informed her
No man
that I
of
have a
mine.
girlfriend, and
No
I might
man
inform
of
her
mine.
that I've had a sugar
That's
mama.
you just having 2 bitches and one of them pays you.
That's what you doing. You got 2 niggas and one of them
like I
paying
said,
you.
sugar situation.
It's still your
I
nigga.
don't agree.
It's still your
I
nigga.
don't agree with you having a boyfriend if you're in a sugar situation because it complicates things. It does too much. I never said I agree with that. I do not agree with being.
I was about to say you still got a whole. You still got a whole nigga. You know what I'm saying?
You still got a whole sugar daddy. How's that?
Whether you gotta fuck him or not,
even
you gotta
anyway?
adhere to him. If he wanna go to the movies, you gotta do that. If he wanna go to the eat, you gotta do that. If he wanna take you on the boat, you gotta go do that shit.
And that's my job.
You know what I'm saying?
But
So why is that not?
It's to look cute and go to the
So
movies.
why can't I do
so
that
why
for
can't
the-
you do the
for a
same thing? I
female?
can't go look cute and go to the movie.
Why I can't do
because
that?
what you out here with for what? You already got me.
Because
Why
I
you out here
can.
with her too?
And
That's
it's the same
cheating.
thing. You
Okay,
already
That's
okay. So what if I don't got somebody?
And then that's cool. If you're not just broken leeching off them, if you got a job and you're doing your thing,
I've
and
never
you fucking
been
with an
broke
older
and-
bitch or another bitch that's
I've
giving
never
you money,
been broken
whatever,
leeching off of anybody, but I will accept your money.
I'm not saying that is a bad thing. I feel like, I guess my point was I wouldn't be in a relationship and be a sugar.
I wouldn't be in a relationship with somebody who didn't have a sugar daddy and have a sugar mama, but if we was on the same dynamic and we had an understanding, you can't make it a double standard. We're equal in this relationship.
Well, I mean, I was just saying hypothetically it would be okay. I'm not saying that I would do it. I'm just saying
we equal in this relationship. You can't make it about male or female.
it's a
Females,
trust issue. At the end
females
of the
want to
day.
be equal all the fucking time until it's convenient
Like
for
I
them.
said, at the end of the
Oh,
day,
I
it's a
can
trust
go
issue.
and work for my own money. I don't need a nigga for this. I don't need a nigga for that. But as soon as they need a desk put together, or when a nigga's getting the same shit they getting from a man, from a female, oh, he's a hoe ass nigga, or he's a bum, or he's a leech. How is it different? No, we all human beings. We all got human nature. If you got more than I got and you offer it to me, I'm not wrong for being human and saying thank you. I appreciate it.
You're not wrong for that.
I would be
didn't
wrong
say
if
that.
I lied to you to get it.
You would be wrong if you were having sex with that lady and you had a girlfriend.
only
Not
if
if my girlfriend.
But you only be
not
wrong
if
if
my
she didn't
girlfriend
agree with
said
it.
fuck that bitch for that money.
And not okay. Well, I'm not that type of girlfriend. I'm the type.
But there
that's
are
like,
those type of girlfriends.
That's weird.
Wow.
You're weird and like you're too open. You can be too open, and that is a situation.
There's no such thing as being too open because to me,
It's an agreement.
right? To
it's a
me,
full-scale
if y'all in a
agreement.
relationship,
So you're just openly letting your man cheat on you in front of your face.
But no, it's not opening to him cheating on you because if you do the same thing,
But you making it like the girl would have to do the same thing. Like, why would a girl have to do the same thing?
because she does. Eventually,
Not always.
oh well, you lucky he ghosted you before he came to you and said, "I think it's about that time," because eventually that time gonna come.
I saw him for like a year.
Right. A year it ain't gotta be a year. Somebody just told me they ain't fucked their sugar daddy in 5 years. Like,
Really? I need a sugar daddy like that.
but eventually they fucked them. I haven't
Yeah.
done it in 5 years, but
But I have before, kind of thing.
or no, I haven't did it in 5 years, but I just done it. I mean, eventually you gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he got a wife. He ain't got time. It's just for show. He want to have somebody pretty to look at while he eat. He want to.
Actually, that is really true. I got another story for you. So, I used to live with an old man that lived in the nudist place.
Right. Yeah, I heard about you staying at the news place.
I lived with the old man, and like everything was cool. I paid him rent to live there, but my rent was super cheap. I had my own room with a washer and dryer in my room, internet, everything. I just bought my own food. And
You just had to be naked.
So when I first moved in, he made it like I was like, look, I'm not a nudist. Like I don't want you to think I'm just gonna be out here walking around butt naked because I'm not. And he was all cool with it. Got me moved in. I moved in with him, and then he started just doing weird shit. Like he was like on his work computer and on his personal computer. And I had like went downstairs, like our rooms were upstairs across from each other, and he had his door open. And he was like, "Can you come here for a second?" And this one I had lived there for maybe like 3 months. I ended up living there for like a year. I lived there for maybe like 3 months, and he was real cool at first. And I just noticed he started getting weirder and weirder. And this day he calls me in there and he's like, "Come on, just touch it." And he's like, "Can I record you and put it on my webcam?" And I was like, "What is wrong with you?"
Eventually, And that's what I try to tell these
Eventually, that
females.
is so true.
And I
They're
tell
always gonna want
and
something.
everybody, and that's what I say. Like, I ain't gonna lie.
Just so everybody knows, I didn't do it. I told him hell no, and I pay rent to live here, and I'll move out. Then he'll stop.
I don't ignore my fucking superpowers. At the end of the day, if you're my friend, I'm gonna put you up on game. I'm gonna tell you. Eventually, he's gonna want this or that, or I'm gonna tell you this or that or the other.
But that's kind of common sense, though.
But at the same time, when I'm presented with those fucking same opportunities on the other end, I feel like I've been coaching cousins and friends a long ass time, and I would be stupid to not take. I don't know. A lot of females feel the way you feel, though.
Yeah.
But at the same time, a lot of them don't feel the same way you feel. They just feel.
At the end of the day, it's an agreement.
Most females feel
So
like
you
they
don't
can
agree
have a
to it,
sugar daddy without you having a sugar mama, and it'd be okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Right.
I feel like that's
I
not
just said
okay.
I would be 50-50. Okay, if we going into this and we saying
that I
that
can
neither
have-
one
I
of
get
us
that.
neither one of us are gonna do this shit, then that's one thing. But if we going into it and you're saying that I got a sugar daddy and he ain't going nowhere because he pay all the bills and
That's just what it is.
yeah, I understand. I love you and you knock the pussy out the box.
Yeah, that's a no.
But he pay the bills and
That's a no.
you know what I'm saying. I get it. And if that's what it was, you can't be mad at that nigga when he come home and say, "Hey, I got this bitch that's giving me money to pay the bills and here go your cut." And like, how you gonna get mad at me when you just been doing it to me for all this time? Right? That's what I don't get about it. See, it's still 50-50 in the way you put it.
No, she's putting it like no.
No, yeah, the way she's putting it is still
Yeah,
50-50
I'm in a
because we
relationship, I'm
both
doing it, and
agreed not to do it.
Yeah.
It's still 50-50.
It's still 50-50.
If we both
but
agree to do it, it's 50-50. If we
But I
both
would
agree
never
not
agree
to
to
do
do
it,
it.
right?
That's what I'm saying. She's saying she won't agree to it because
I
either
feel like
I'm
that's
gonna
not
do
right
it and
if
I'm
you're
not
in
in
a
a relationship,
relationship.
or if we're not gonna do it and we're in a relationship.
If you're gonna trick off, you need to be single. Period.
So I'm the type of person that feel like everything happens for a reason. Like, okay. So if I get in a relationship with a person and they telling me that they love me and they want to be with me, but they're not willing to give up certain things, I'm willing to compromise. Okay? But females don't have the compromise in them.
Compromise for what?
On anything. I feel like if we agree.
You never saw that Eartha Kitt video?
I feel
When
like.
she laughed about a woman compromising?
Yeah, but that's.
Play that for the
No.
edit that in here.
I feel like we can agree on anything in a relationship as long as we agree on it. We can get through anything as long as we're willing to work through it. You know what I'm saying? Don't make me forgive you on some shit that you wouldn't be willing to forgive me on. Or don't fucking do some shit that you wouldn't want me to do to you.
Yeah, but a lot of the times it's not like that. Guys cannot handle anything that girls do to them, and they be doing way worse shit to girls.
And you're right. But you're talking like old school. These motherfucking 2021 females is just like niggas, dog.
Yeah.
They go and do the same fucking shit you talking.
Because why not?
On the other, why not? And I'm not mad at you for that, but don't expect a double standard when you doing
It's not
this
even
shit.
a double standard. It's just
When you doing this shit.
No, it's cut and dry double standard. It's cut and dry. You can't get around it.
Right.
You got your opinion. You got
Right.
your opinion.
I literally
you're not
got-
meeting. You're not meeting agreement. But at the end of the day, what you were saying does it not. When you come to the agreement, that means both parties meet equal, and you're
Right.
not meeting equal.
Okay, I'm gonna talk from personal experience. Me and my ex right now. Okay, she would be like, I don't want you doing this and this and this, but then she was doing every time. I've been broke up with my ex for like 8-9 months, right? But every time she see me with somebody that she feel like I talk to or I like, she was like, "Oh, you don't even be trying to do better than me. You be with them scrub ass bitches and the begging ass bitches."
that is so trash.
And then what you call that bitch? But the dusty ass niggas that she think I don't know about that she be fucking around with though.
Yeah, but at
Like,
least if you're gonna fuck with a nigga, he's gonna have more money and he's gonna be
no,
better than your man.
No, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. It's a
Yeah.
double standard.
It's not a double
She's
standard.
telling me I should be getting bitches better than her, but the niggas
That's the truth.
the
Because
niggas
if
that
no
she's-
other bitches want you, why would I?
right, but the niggas that's coming around that she think I don't know about is half-assed. They not even close to my level, bro. Like, and she will admit it. But she don't think I know. So you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you expected a double standard, but then when I call
It's
you
not
out,
a double standard.
when I call you out, you're like,
get
oh,
caught creeping, which I never would because I don't do that anymore. I would be with a baller.
I guess, but that's not everybody's. That's not. See, you're talking from personal experience and not for the fucking majority.
Yeah, maybe I'm just talking for a smart person.
Right.
I think.
The majority though is not smart. The majority on drugs and doing the crazy shit.
Yeah.
Speaking of drugs, has anybody gotten the fucking COVID vaccine?
Not in this room.
I have not.
I have not, and will not be.
Well, it's two different ones that's out right now, right?
It's 3.
It's 3. So,
It's 3.
but one has been
Aren't
recalled.
they making another one?
They making another one.
Yeah, trying to follow.
So the Johnson & Johnson one got recalled though because what?
Oh,
Blood
because
clots.
it was had a rare case. People were coming up with rare cases of blood clots, and the fact that they saying some of the vaccine people were still catching having COVID after having the
That's
vaccine.
scary, isn't it? That's the scariest
So what's
one.
the other two? Johnson & Johnson.
Pfizer,
Pfizer and Moderna.
Moderna.
So we ain't had no problems with Pfizer and Moderna yet. It's just Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah, but there are two shot vaccines that only last 6 months too.
Yeah, so what's the point of
So
even
you gotta
doing
get it every 6 months.
Pretty much.
That's what they
It's only
say.
estimated to last
They
6
said there's
months.
about to be a 3rd shot for Pfizer, I think. I don't know if that's
So it's
true.
not even like a flu shot or a fucking.
Nah, you keep injecting me with this bullshit.
You just gotta keep giving it to them.
Yeah.
Keep giving me that COVID until it's just built up in your body.
Why wouldn't I just keep walking around with without a mask on and keep catching it if you're gonna just
Yeah.
fucking keep injecting me with the shit?
I don't know. I've known somebody that had it twice, and somebody tried to say that it was fake. That COVID was fake. My
Well,
neighbor
yeah.
said that.
Trump said the shit was fake
My
until he
neighbor-
called it.
Oh, my neighbor's a Trump person.
Oh, I hate them. Trump ass thought that shit was motherfucking fake from the beginning. When he used to be calling the China virus, the Chinese virus.
The China virus.
And then when he caught, and then all of a sudden he caught it. Now Trump got COVID. Now Trump the first one to try the vaccine. First he didn't believe COVID exists, and now he the one that saved the fucking planet from COVID. Like, this nigga be on some bullshit. You know what I mean?
Y'all remember those pictures when he had COVID and they was coming out with the pictures that he had a little oxygen machine?
Yeah, bro.
He couldn't even walk.
But like 2 days later, he talking to the public. The
Breathing all
fuck?
heavy. Sweating.
Hell nah, man. Fuck Trump very much. Well, the next one Thursday, he ain't fired up yet.
Oh, I need a lighter.
I don't want it.
Thank
Yeah, man. Fucking, I hate Trump supporting ass motherfuckers, dog. And Trump ass, I don't know. I don't know what's true and what's fake about his shit. I think he was just trying to make history for anything. And he did. First president to be impeached twice.
And get banned from Twitter.
And he got a whole warrant in another country. First president with a fucking warrant.
Scary.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think that's all he want to do is just like bump it. I
Make
made
history
it
for
here.
something.
He made it here.
Yeah,
I made it as president, so
something.
bump it. I'm gonna just try to make history. On
And then he
everything
tried
I
to
do.
overthrow the government. Try to act like he didn't lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck, bro?
Worst part.
He basically was trying to see if people were gonna really follow. How many people really followed him?
Oh, dumbass nigga.
He had a whole following. So
He still
but he ain't
does.
big enough. It ain't big enough to overthrow the whole government.
People are still mad that he's.
Well,
not
yeah, that lady
president.
got shot in the Capitol and can't do shit about it because that was illegal. He
Didn't she
lost.
die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she ain't gonna get no money or get nothing because they was doing illegal shit. Like, that shit dumb. And there's still a bunch of fucking Trump ass people out. Did y'all hear about the little black dude walking through the neighborhood the other day?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And it's a former military sergeant. He's a sergeant in the military, retired. It's a little black boy walking through the neighborhood, and he lives in the neighborhood, might I add, but it's a predominantly white neighborhood, so they're not used to seeing black people just walking around. So the dude just felt the need to come ask the little black dude why is he walking around his hood. And the dude told him I live right around the corner. And all the shit is on the video. It's the sergeant's wife who got the shit on video, thinking that it's gonna help her husband out in the long run. When in the long run, it helped the black guy out because the husband got sent to jail for pushing him. He pushed him twice.
What, like assault?
Yeah. And the black guy was never on his property, so he can't claim that. He was standing on the sidewalk the whole time when he came out there harassing him, telling him he need to keep moving.
Wasn't he following him?
Well, he started talking to him, and he was like, bro, I live here. And he's like, nah, you need to get away from here right now. And he's like, oh, nah, I don't need to do nothing. He's like, nah, you're making my wife. And the whole time the wife filming it, she's in the background screaming, you need to leave. You need to leave. You don't belong here.
But you know how many cases have come about and that same thing has come out. I'm just glad that it actually blew up. Because now, because you know how many cases that come about where people driving through the neighborhood and be like, oh yeah, you don't say that. I've never seen you out here before, or you don't have a house out here. Calling the police on you.
After he pushes him and all this shit happened, when the video come out today, this nigga had like 300 black people in front of his house, bruh, from the sidewalk in the street in front of this motherfucking house today because of that shit. Like, because really you can't do nothing. It's public property. The guy was on the sidewalk the whole time. You know what I mean? It's really nothing you can do about that shit.
Yeah. So
Like, how are you gonna get mad that he's just walking? Can I just live my life?
I'm just glad it happened then. As soon as it happened, everybody actually rallied and went to the house.
Right.
You know,
And he ended up going to jail.
that's what got him charges. It's not the fact that he did it. It's the fact that
So
everybody started
it was a
paying
big
attention
deal.
to it.
Everybody
It wasn't the fact that he
it.
did it because they've been getting away with it for a while. Now, if people start making media, people making posts, it's going viral. You can't do the media and the police can't do nothing but pay attention with the public because you guys are nothing but public service anyway. So you know what the public feel a problem with, that's what y'all need to address. And since nobody was addressing it before, now you're addressing it now. That's what got him charges. So now he's about to lose his whole career. A military,
They
been in the
probably gonna
military his whole
dishonor his
life,
shit. Yeah.
and now he's got felony charges.
Right. And then
For what? A hate crime?
Right.
Would not be
Assault,
considered.
assault, basically.
just like the same shit with the dude with the taser.
The lady.
I mean the lady.
Lady?
It was a lady cop, right? And the kid had a taser and she said it was a Glock.
Wait, what?
The taser lady, right?
No, the
No.
taser. Restart.
She
The,
shot him.
the taser lady, the guy got pulled over.
For a
She
traffic
said she
violation.
thought she was shooting him with a taser.
She
Yeah.
thought she was shooting him with a taser and
But
she
it
shot
was
him with
her
a gun.
gun.
Yeah, you might want to restart that one. You said that one.
Nah, it's cool.
Oh,
Yo,
okay.
I can edit whatever, but I might let it ride just because.
Oh, no. Yeah, so he got shot. Supposedly, it happened in Minnesota, the same place where they did the Derek Chauvin trial. So it basically was like, wow, the same thing he's on trial for that we already reconfigured our whole police department. They fired their whole department and started over again. Doing with before the Derek Chauvin trial. Now they're saying we're not gonna do any more polices. It's gonna be all public servants. In car accidents and stuff like that, they're not going to carry a gun. Only time that the officers are going to carry a gun is for something that requires a gun. Because they haven't. Look at this. They had a trial for a man killing, for laying on a dude's neck for 9 minutes, and then you have another shooting of another black
And
kid
she said she thought
without
she
a
was
gun.
pulling a taser.
And she thought she was pulling her
And that's the.
taser.
And
How does the-
that's crazy.
the
She
trigger's not
admitted
even
fault
close
right
to the
It's
there.
trigger.
like right after she's sitting there and she's like, taser, taser. She's saying taser or some shit with a clear gun in her hand. And then she shoots him and she goes, oh shit, I think I shot him. I shot him. Like,
26 years. She was a 26-year veteran with Minnesota.
And she was some kind of trainer or something, wasn't she?
mhm. That's what they've been saying.
Man,
That is so crazy.
And Minnesota, I actually been in Minnesota, and I spent a lot of time in Minnesota. Is a very beautiful state. But for this to see this, I never would have thought this would happen in Minnesota. Like Minnesota is one of the places I actually wanted to move to. I was like, man, it just gets way too cold.
Police don't give a fuck about you. If y'all want to see rendition of like how police don't give a fuck about you, watch that new movie on Netflix, Two Different Worlds. It's kind of spaced out, but at the same time, it's a deep point to it. So, yeah, straight up. But man, we need to get in a better fucking mood right now, man.
I know.
Stop
All the sadness.
talking about all this crazy shit. Let's talk about some of the other crazy shit going on.
Like that nasty ass Travis Scott drink. Let's start there. So I tried this drink. I was so hyped to try it, thinking it was gonna be the best thing ever. Cracked this thing
Just because
open.
you a Travis Scott fan.
Just because I love Travis Scott.
It doesn't matter. Everything he co-signed don't mean it's gonna
It
be
wasn't
wrong.
good. I tried to
I
like
didn't
it
try
so
the
bad.
McDonald's.
No, the McDonald's was
The
fine.
McDonald's was
The
good.
Mac- the-
And I don't even eat McDonald's.
The
but it was
McDonald's
good.
meal.
I can't cap. That one was good.
Because it was cheaper than it would be if you would really order it on the menu. And plus, you know, you got extra shit. It was cheaper than even the regular value meal. And it was like a double, a quarter pounder with bacon, with like barbecue sauce.
I
or
also
something.
bought
And a
Travis
Sprite.
Scott Reese's Puffs.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, let me just say, Travis Scott is probably a unique, very good rapper with the things he does, but I'm not gonna buy everything he puts his name on. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, I thought it was gonna be good. I like seltzers, so.
I'm not that big of a Travis Scott fan.
Are you a seltzer fan? Do you
Hell
like-
no.
You
You
don't
drink
like White
seltzer
Claw?
water.
You never drink White
It
Claw?
tastes like fucking seltzer
It
water.
tastes
I'm
good.
not about that flavored water shit.
It tastes so good. It has 100 calories. You're not getting fat while you're drinking it, you know? Good times.
Yeah,
Skinny girl
it's good.
drink.
Hell yeah.
I never tried it though, but I heard it pretty good. But
Well,
I'm not really into those kind of
Seltzers are normally good. I'll vouch for normal seltzers, but the Travis Scott one, no go.
Okay. So Travis Scott, we done learned everything Travis Scott decided his name on gonna be good. Half and half. He's 50-50 right now.
I'm
But
gonna try another kind though.
who got their Usher bucks?
21 Savage.
21 a fool, right?
On the internet
I ain't
flexing.
even gonna act like that. Who got their Usher bucks? Okay, so the girl was complaining about Usher throwing fake money in the club. You know what I mean? And when everybody made a big deal about it, she did a recap interview where she said, "I never said that was the only money that he threw."
I mean, so was she just trying to get caught off saying that he threw that?
Right. Or did he pay her on the back end?
I think he probably had to pay her a-hole.
To be like, oh, hell
He
no.
allegedly has a STD, so I would not. I don't
Oh,
think
yeah,
so.
herpes. Usher herpes.
Allegedly.
Usher herpes.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I just call him that because I seen Nikki Glazer live one time at Tampa Improv, and she was talking about how she feels and how most women probably feel that they wouldn't, you know, go for a nigga with herpes, but Usher herpes
That's disgusting.
come with a big check.
I wouldn't want Ushers either. I
No,
don't want it at all.
I wouldn't want nobody's, but it's just funny that most girls probably think like that. Like every day of the week, you might be saying, "I don't want no Usher herpes," but if Usher like rolled up on you right now, would you still be saying allegedly, or would you be saying that I don't care, I don't want to spin the wheel?
I wouldn't be saying allegedly. I would be saying I would not spin the
Well,
wheel.
one thing about herpes is it's a tameable,
It's
STD.
tameable, but it's still
That's disgusting.
highly fucking transmittable.
It's a tameable.
You
I don't
can
care if
just
it's
tame-
tameable.
Right, you can tame it, but why would you
I don't want it,
to have to
ever.
tame it? Yeah. Why would you want to have to tame it?
I'm just saying he could, but
Like,
he
even
could,
NBA
he
said-
could have sex with somebody and not give it to him.
Okay, so NBA got a whole song called "Herpes in My Blood," right? And he just doubled back and said the label paid him way back then to say that he did it for the clout. Now they trying to say he don't got it no more. And he got a whole song called "Herpes in My Blood."
He doesn't have a whole song called that. I think he says that on
No,
the
he's got a song called
song. A
"Herpes."
whole song.
Bet me $100.
No, because it sounds kind of believable.
He's got a song called "Herpes in My Blood."
The whole song is called that. I'm gonna Google it later.
The title of the song is "Herpes in My Blood."
I'm gonna Google it later.
He Googling it right now. I'm looking at you with your phone, bro. I know you got to be Googling.
Don't play
Anyways, some people, it just is. It's just a sexual world, these guys, to this day, guys. You
it.
know
That's
what I'm saying?
creepy.
Yeah, it is. I wouldn't even want to risk it, honestly.
Mm-mm.
But, yeah, it's just a sexual world these days, guys. And, you know,
Not these days.
we still got
guys.
old people being very sexual. in this world today. Y'all heard about Keisha Cole and her hickey.
She's not old.
She's older than me.
That
And you
doesn't mean-
just called me old. Y'all heard her call me old at the beginning of the show.
I did, but
Oh, now it's a double
no,
standard.
Listen, it's not a double
now
standard.
It's a double standard.
Listen, because she's too old to be doing that.
Right, but she's not old. But I was old
I
at the
was just
beginning of the show.
kidding.
She older than me.
It was just a little jab at
Let me tell you something. I think she can do what the fuck she want to. If she want to really live for you, for her little boyfriend, you want to.
But why are you over here?
Her new husband.
Make it darker, babe.
Her new husband, not her new boyfriend.
It's
new
a
husband.
vibe.
If he want to put a hickey on there and start marking it,
That's just doing too much, though.
That's fun kid play, you know.
It is kid play, and you 40 something. Is she 40 something? I don't know where you're saying that. Controversial.
Yeah, she's older than me. Yeah, she's like 43, something like that.
Yeah.
She's not very much older than me, but she's older than me. But yeah, my whole view on hickeys is it's unprofessional. We understand you having sex, and I tell most of my girlfriends that I fucking talk to like that I would prefer them to put it under my clothes if they must do it. Because I don't want to have to be sitting up there, you know what I'm saying, catering somebody's party or fucking, you know what I'm saying, promoting somebody's event and everybody looking at these big ass passion marks on my neck.
I was just gonna say, I don't want to sound like a hypocrite, but as a person that has recently had a hickey, I at least had the like couth to cover it up. Like I wasn't like nobody really knew I had a hickey. I'm not one to be like, oh look at my hickeys. Like,
right, but that's the whole point of making them if they're all up here.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
No, sometimes you just get into it. I don't know. I hickey easy.
Me too.
I hickey super easy. So like.
But I always felt like you were trying to do that bit when it happened. Like
it.
Like
you ain't never just had a little one that just.
You
like,
be in that. You be in it that much. That you just.
People be having that suction.
I would believe that you accidentally left your teeth marks in my neck before I believe you sucked that long.
You're not biting nobody. You don't have to suck long.
Oh, I bite them. I bite them. Oh, shit. I'm not long. I'm not gonna break the skin, but hell. I'm not gonna break the skin, but hell yeah, I will bite your ass. Yes, I bite the neck. I bite the booty cheeks. I bite the nipples.
I guess.
I will bite her ass.
Didn't you say? Is this X-rated?
What's X-rated? Oh, we can say whatever we want on this show. Whatever the fuck we want because it's my own channel and it's a parental advisory or whatever.
You put a parental advisory?
No.
Oh. Parental advisory.
But YouTube is not.
An hour in. Parental advisory.
YouTube is not.
Turn it off if this isn't for you.
Speaking of that, y'all, do y'all ladies got y'all pH balance right?
What's a pH balance? They really was trying him so no. What was the one I read earlier?
Apparently Meek Mill does not know his pH balance. Well, what happened was somebody commented something about the comment
before
was,
you watch me or watch your pH balance.
Watch your
don't
pH
watch
balance.
my page.
Yeah. Watch your pH balance. Don't watch my page.
Yeah.
And Meek Mill commented, "What's a pH balance?"
And then everybody on the internet is straight dragging him with all the funny tweets.
Bro, how do you not know this? You a grown ass man. How many girlfriends you done had? Didn't you say Nikki had a problem with her pH balance?
Did he?
Oh my God! So
he done heard that from
he
somebody and just said it.
He just trolling, bro.
I swear he did say something like that to Nicki Minaj.
Exactly. He kind of drug her for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say that was the exact words, but he said something.
What's a
of
pH
that nature.
balance? And, oh, that was what the person said on the comments.
You
They
don't hear
said,
that? Yeah. Yes, sir. Keep it going. What's this? You trying to make me roll another one? Oh, you got another one. That's 3 though. Let that go out. Anyways, so R. Kelly got transferred, y'all. He's fucking going to New York to get tried for his sexual assault charges. So they still pressing my boy.
Lock his
Sexual
ass
assault, I thought it
up.
was
Lock
sexual-
his
sexual
ass
assault,
up.
Sexual trafficking.
Sexual everything. He is
Yeah.
crazy. Lock him up.
Man, but I would
But
never
let him
stop
make
playing
songs
this
from
music.
jail.
I would never stop playing his music, y'all.
Me either.
I wouldn't send
Let
my
him
kids
make
to his
songs from
house,
jail, but lock his ass up.
but I would definitely still play R. Kelly to the death.
Then people knew what they was doing whenever they were sending them kids. Or
No,
they were
bro,
out going.
this shit is old. I've been saying it. This shit's old.
Super old. Try him.
What
and put him
the
in jail.
first episode of the Boondocks was talking about the R. Kelly trial where he was peeing on the girl. That's like 2001. Y'all been knew this shit. Why y'all want to be mad now? That's all I want to know. Okay. J-Lo got rid of another husband.
Were they married?
Yeah, didn't they get married?
They weren't married. I thought they were going to, but
Oh,
never did.
but they never got married. So she
Because they
bounced.
broke up.
bounced to
apparently.
another celebrity.
Damn, man.
Yeah, all that.
And honestly, allegedly, speaking of the herpes, they have that too.
Oh Lord, no, not J-Lo. Not J-Lo. Okay,
If
so
she's having sex with him,
stop.
they be linking all them that have herpes.
The
together.
blunt's burnt out, y'all.
Allegedly.
We gotta continue this discussion on the next show. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Oh man, I was just fucking with y'all. Y'all know it's 420, bitch. Extended version. We got a whole nother blunt for y'all. Okay.
Yeah, this blunt, you know this blunt is, this goat milk right here.
Stop with the goat.
This goat milk.
Fresh
He's
came
saying
through.
that every
Hey,
chance he gets.
Fresh came through. He said it's the 420 episode, nigga. We got to have a whole nother one.
Of goat milk.
Bro. And we motherfucking missing out on 420 Fest this year. 2 years in a row, y'all.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, man.
420 Fest canceled 2 years in a row, dog.
We need to start a protest, man. 2022 for 20.
I mean, we need our year back, bro, because COVID been messing up my year all year long, y'all. Y'all know I said I was going to go somewhere every year. I mean, all year long. I went to Louisville in January. Bruh, everything was pretty much closed down. I had my most fun, like, going out to eat, going to the gun range, you know what I'm saying, doing a little whoop-de-whoop shit like that. Wasn't nothing really going on. I went to fucking New Orleans for Mardi Gras, man. Mardi Gras shut down. I just got to experience the food and the touristy shit. You know what I'm saying? I went to Las Vegas. All the clubs shut down. Only things I could go to was fucking 24-hour gay bars.
Did you try it?
What? Oh yeah, we went to.
It might have been drinks.
Yeah, no, we went to. That's where we went. That's what I'm saying. Like when we went out, but I was with girls, so I didn't think I would have a problem in convincing them that I don't like them. So I had a good time. But yeah, and now I'm in the Colorado and fucking 420 Fest shut down, bro. Like the shit, COVID just fucking me sideways this year. And I thought it was only gonna be last year, but this year seems to work.
Dragging on another year.
At least they let me have Wild Splash last year. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know we always do the Wild Splash special. Didn't have one of those this year because you know what I'm saying?
No
Your
Wild
boy wasn't behind the scenes this year because the shit didn't happen. Bro, so yeah, COVID been doing a lot of bad things to us this year. But it ain't keeping us from fucking.
No.
Because people still fucking. That's an essential.
Is she supposed to getting hickeys?
Yeah, Keisha's getting her hickey. That's an essential. We still fucking. So, what we want to figure out is how do y'all get y'all sexual partners? We know y'all be fucking. How y'all get there? What's the road to
Like
success?
where?
What's the road? Where or how? Where and how
Okay.
do you find a sexual partner?
Fresh.
Do we need the one male first, then the
Man.
female?
I
Then...
don't know, man. Sometimes you got your regular ones, the ones you already fucked already. So sometimes you already just,
Your collection.
yeah, you already got your, I can always throw back on. And then,
How did you meet them though? How did they become part of your collection? Like just out somewhere?
Yeah, it's out, and I've actually had a chance. I've actually met people off of internet, so
Oh wow.
Oh.
He's
Yeah.
had
I
internet.
actually
You have
met
Tinder?
people. I've actually met people out there. Like,
Okay,
I'm scared of
what
that.
dating site was it that you met the person on?
that's the POF.
POF.
Oh, wow.
That's super sketchy.
And that's like into a relationship or just into like?
Nah, we was together for
smash
like
person.
we
They
was
were
together for like 2
together?
years. We was in a relationship and everything.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's not. I've met decent people off these apps. So I'm
He's
not against
over
it.
here advocating for
I'm not
these
against it.
apps.
But the relationships that last the longest is people that I meet. That I genuinely meet in
But
person.
he has the type of job that they believe that shit. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really have time to meet people, so I get on this app and they're like, oh yeah, it's always working.
Have you ever gotten catfished?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Hell yeah. That's why I
Is that
never
like,
worked for me.
that is just like part of the territory with that
Yeah,
kind of thing?
Yeah.
There's certain now it's guidelines. You got to look at certain criteria.
That's the main reason that
if
I
you don't got
delete
this, you don't got
dating
that,
apps.
you don't got that.
Because I get catfished to be like, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
I never had a dating app.
For real.
I've always been scared to have like, I don't want to meet somebody off the internet and creep.
But I've been in prison.
But you might come across somebody that you
So
already know.
the difference between me is I've been in
I've
prison,
done
so
that
that's
before.
what I had to depend on.
But I don't think that count as meeting on the
Yeah,
internet.
that doesn't count as being on the internet if you already
We
know
found
them.
each other on the internet, but we didn't meet on the internet. So yeah, that's different. So what's your answer to the how, where?
The internet. No, I'm just kidding.
So how was you saying that you find your sexual partners, or where you find them at? What was your answer?
My answer to that was organically out in the wild, like at a bar, or I already know them.
At a bar, or you already know them?
Yeah.
You ever stalked some prey?
I don't have like 100 sexual partners.
Nah, we ain't saying it like that. I'm just saying, have you ever stalked some prey? Like you say, you see him at the bar. Have you ever seen like a nigga at the bar? They're like, hey, I'm gonna get that.
My last boyfriend that I had, I saw him and I went up and I was flirting with him and I was like, ooh, I like your bands.
Hello.
And then we started talking on Facebook and then we boot up. Off the lights and we boot up real quick.
And that's what's up. Well, I don't know. How do I find my sexual partners and where? I generally found them wherever I can find them. And I generally like girls that like me. Like I try not to be too shallow. It's certain things I can't deal with,
Same.
and it's certain things I can get over because it's someone's genuine about how much they like me. Like I don't want to have somebody that guess. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck how beautiful you are, how great you are. If you gotta wonder if you love me or not every day.
That's good.
I'd rather be with somebody less than that. You know what I'm saying? Just because I know you love me for real. You know what I'm saying? So I generally like
I
girls.
mean, but I don't want an ugly person.
Nah.
Or to be catfish.
I generally like girls that like me, but you have to have you need to have meet certain.
So do the girls have to hit you up?
Not necessarily, but I'm not going to. I don't feel like I would go for a girl unless I like them for a long ass time. But
Oh.
I wouldn't generally go for a girl unless she gives me a sign that, you know, she kind of digs me somewhat. Like she's not gonna all the way shoot me down. She might like, I'll go out with you, or I'll fucking won't. You know what I'm saying? Or like we're friends, or like, you know what I'm saying, or like something like that. I wouldn't want to just totally go for a girl. Like I'm not generally the type to just walk up to you in the bar or be at work and be like, hey, fine, let me get your number.
Let me get your number,
Yeah,
girl.
I'm
if
that
you told
type
me
of guy.
no,
Don't do that.
I would. And working at Sky for like 7 years, like I've been heartbroken a lot of times.
Oh my god.
Because girls get drunk.
Your number, girl.
Girls be drunk as fuck. No, not necessarily like that. Girls be drunk as fuck and they come for me, you know what I'm saying? And it like happened a lot more before I cut my dreads off. But girls would like come for me and be like, ooh, I want you, I love you, and you're all I ever wanted in life, and give me their phone number, and I call them the next day and they be like, oops, I was drunk.
Who is this?
I got a boyfriend, and I have to send them a picture, and they be like, oh, I remember you, but yeah, that was just drunk state me. The real life me got a boyfriend and a kid and a and like it's crushing. If you like her and you really felt like, you know, you was getting some good attention and you call her the next day and you want to be a gentleman about it and you realize you should have just went home with her and fucked her, like, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end
No,
of the
you
day,
shouldn't.
you would have got something out of it. But
Some drunk pussy.
you're trying to be nice and be like, oh, I really like you too, so I'm not going to go there. I've literally, like, brought bitches home and just slept next to them just because I felt like I was doing the right shit, but it didn't work out for me. Like, I've ended up with more girls that I fucked the first night than the ones I was trying to treat nicely. So
Like you never ended up fucking them?
I generally, or no, not necessarily never ended up fucking, but
Just not at the time.
right. No, I'm saying I didn't end up with them. Like, it was
and
never
you
like
liked
a
it.
relationship type thing.
And you were trying to be nice.
Right.
I see what
But yeah, it was a lot that I didn't end up fucking with, or didn't like even have any further communication with them. Like I said, they was drunk in the club and they came for me. I guess I was the image of, oh, I look like whatever nigga with dreads that they really like in real life.
T-Pain.
Yeah, or whatever. Or whatever
I
nigga
don't
that
know.
they
That's
like
the
in
first
real
person
life.
I thought of with dreads. I don't know
but
why.
yeah, they whatever person they like in real life.
Does he
And
have dreads still?
then they went, he got him sewed back in.
Oh my god.
He cut him off and got him sewed back in.
That was a look for him. He should have kept him. You know who is really cute now? I don't know if I speak for all the ladies, but Paul Wall is a Zach.
Paul Wall half Mexican, y'all ain't know that.
Is
girl.
he?
Yep.
He's fine. Paul Wall is cute. I looked at his
I like
Instagram
Paul
the other
Wall.
day. Go look at it.
I like Paul Wall. I seen him live twice.
I never saw Paul Wall in person, but I would like to. But he's like married, so never mind. I respect your marriage, Paul Wall.
If she say Paul Wall's addict, apparently whatever.
But he is cute.
Whatever.
I said his Instagram. But what's wrong with looking at his Instagram?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just trying to say, ladies, check out Paul Wall.
Ladies.
I got it.
It's a treat.
I'm a Paul Wall fan. I've been on him for a long time, but I seen him live twice. He's
That's
good.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I seen him at a Hispanic festival. That's how I know he's half Mexican.
Oh, shit. Where?
In Tampa.
Oh.
At, it was him and Baby Bash. It was at the fairgrounds. Damn, what other Hispanic artists I saw that day? But it was a whole lineup. But yeah,
Pretty cool.
Paul Wall was the headliner. But yeah, but I still listen to Paul Wall too.
Why would you not?
Because a lot of people don't be on them old niggas, but I do. I just had an argument all day yesterday about how somebody feels like Lil Baby is better than all the old niggas. And I like Lil Baby. He's fucking what's called, but like certain niggas you can't put him up against. You know? So, it's not even
It's
right.
different categories. levels to this.
Right.
Like we had our total, like it's different, like different age brackets for this stuff too, man. Like he's a new wave.
Right.
Lil Baby's a new wave. He's the new person that's supposed to step up and be more of a leader and talk that walk and make the good music too. And,
Yeah, but the niggas I prefer to listen to is from my era. That's what I be trying to tell people. Like, I ain't got nothing against Lil Baby, but nigga, y'all young niggas be too adamant about a nigga being better when you ain't even had heard half of the other nigga shit. Who you talking about? He better than like, he ain't even old enough to know what. When I was on my young and dumb shit, what I was listening to.
So on that topic, we were talking about, we had something about Young Chopper. What was up with Young Chopper?
He got arrested in Brevard County, Florida. Fucking round up in there with fucking Cape Canaveral and Cocoa Beach area up in there. This nigga got arrested for fucking breaking in in the impound yard
Police.
to steal back his watch. But he was caught with a backpack full of drugs and guns.
Yeah, so that's what he went back.
Just stealing back his watch.
No, he was stealing back his drugs and guns, and he used the watch for an excuse. But that's crazy, because they would say that he would probably get more charges.
If you look at the video from that shot, he did it so sloppy, he was like wide open, like.
But he be perked out. This nigga be on
That
the
is your
perkies,
favorite
bro.
thing. He be perked out.
He do.
He does.
Listen. A lot of y'all, I introduced at least 3 people to him last year at Wild's Brass, bro. And I told all of them he be on them perkies, and they act like they didn't believe me. And then when when this shit happened, they was calling me like, oh yeah, well you said it. You said something gonna happen and y'all gonna see it. Well, I'm telling y'all, he was on it first.
Didn't you say that you couldn't even watch the Lil Nas X video?
Oh hell no.
That,
I have not watched the Lil Nas X video.
who is? I'm
I
the
just
only
seen the
person
memes.
that's watched
I
it.
just seen the memes. Yeah, nah, I ain't watching. I
I
can't.
ain't watching either.
I seen the memes. This nigga's bent. The devil got him bent over with his legs up.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh fuck no.
They're trying to like ban it off streaming services. I don't know if they did, but he was telling everybody to go stream it now.
I feel like he could be a little extra lately.
A little. I liked him until he just started doing the most.
Right, but all them gay people he hang around probably fucking influencing him to do.
Yeah, but that's extreme right there, dog. That's not normal. Like,
I don't know, but
That's very
they
extreme
do shit
right
like
now.
that. Like somebody who I like who's a homosexual, and they're a pretty good rapper. Love and Hip Hop Miami, fucking Bobby Lights. Now, when he really want to flow, he fire, but his antics in real life, dog, is so fucking flamboyant and gay and extra, and that's how
I
Lil
feel
Nas
like
X is
he's
being now.
being so extra.
And that's how Lil Nas X is being right now. And that's how gay people have been perceived over the years for so long that y'all just feed into the stereotype.
Just fueling the stereotype. Literally with the fire video.
They've been saying that about y'all since the 70s, dog, and y'all still feeding the flame. Like I like the way Frank Ocean did it. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. It's like no hate, but you
He
just
just
don't
let it
have to
flow.
be extra. Like,
Yeah.
calm down.
Yeah. You don't have to let it be known. Like you want everybody to know. Come on.
No,
we
I thought it
understand.
was cool when
You
he
want them
told
to
us.
respect it when you go
When
to.
When
he
you
came
told
out and-
everybody that was cool, that's straight. Live your life. But
Then
then
he
you
just-
just flipped a switch, and now all of a sudden you're just like sliding down a
All
pole
the
to
way
hell
to
with
See,
the
that's all the
fucking
haters
panties
getting
on.
to him. That's all the haters getting to him, getting in his head.
Yeah, because
All
some
the
of the
negative
comments
comments-
that he put out afterwards, like, oh, y'all don't know what I've been through, y'all supposed to feel how y'all feeling right now because I earned to be this like you know what I'm saying? He felt like he really, I don't know, this thing is crazy. But the whole world's going crazy. Y'all fucking heard about the new bill in Texas. They
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
allowing underage people to fucking transition, to
Yeah.
be transgender. Minors.
Minors. Can't buy alcohol, can't buy tobacco.
Oh, but I can go change my.
But you
penis
can
to a
change
penis.
you can
My
decide
penis- my
that you
penis
like
into a pussy.
that you want to live your life.
So
as
is
this
there a
or that.
minimum age that you have to be?
I didn't read the minimum age. I just seen that they was allowed minors to be. But I hope it's fucking
Like 16,
15,
17
16 at
or
least.
something?
Yeah, fucking. I don't know, but fucking how old is Zaya Wade? Like 13, 14. So supposedly they know that early. But
don't know.
I mean, honestly, I believe that you can't control what you like. Like you grow up and you start liking something, and it's not your choice inside you. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's not. You're not old enough to say
That I want to be a
that
girl
I never
or
want to
guy.
reproduce. I never want to. You know what I'm saying? Like he might not even be old enough to fucking produce sperm. Like even if he stays a girl for the rest of his life,
Well, don't they take those preventative pills?
don't he want to have a child? He might decide I want to have a child of my flesh, of my blood. Like you can't make those critical decisions before you even old enough to know if
decide
you're
for
allowed to
real.
smoke or not, to know if you want to drink or not, to know if you want to smoke
Live
weed
on your
or not.
own.
Yeah.
Like,
To know if you're capable of living alone. Like, bro, and you want to throw all these crazy hormones on them and all that shit before they even had the real hormone.
Yeah, like,
that's completely out of whack with what the real hormones are. So, like,
Yeah, and understand, like, this is still a child. So this child is still growing. It's still developing. It's still doing it. Now you're throwing all this different stuff into it. Like, me personally, hey, he told me that. I said, okay, you could have did that. But you're not taking no pills. You can dress like a girl all you want to.
But anything else, you're gonna grow up and you're gonna be
Then
what
you
you're gonna
can
be.
decide.
When you become 18, then you can make that decision on your own.
Right, the same thing parents ever all told kids since the beginning of fucking time.
Have a backbone.
When you
Like,
pay
tell
your
kid
own
no.
bills, then you can do what you want to do.
Yeah.
When you feed yourself, you can do what you want to do. When you be a fucking real parent, don't be like, oh, he like this or like like fucking who is it, Megan Fox?
Yo, you his
Be
best
dressing
friend.
her, let her adopted son wear dresses and shit.
Who needs a
bro.
best friend?
And that's
We
Charlize
need
Theron,
parents.
I thought.
Leaders.
Megan Fox too, I
She
think.
does too?
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
the
know
other
that.
one.
Charlize Theron lets her son.
They
go
both
live
was
with that,
doing
and
it
I'm just
before
like,
Diet Wade came out.
But like, I really don't care. Like you said, I really don't mind if you let them dress like a girl, whatever. That's what you want to do, cool. But you're not making no bodily decisions until you are old enough of age to be able to do anything else. So
Exactly.
once you turn 18, feel free to do whatever you want.
Exactly.
Till then, I don't want to hear about it. I mean, excessively. You could talk about it if you feel like you need to, but we ain't doing it.
Yeah, y'all. Yeah, parents is fucking way soft.
Way soft.
I don't know. That's just crazy that you actually still like, you know, it is what it is. You know, nothing against someone, you know, but you know, I'm a big Wade fan. I fuck Wade. You know, I on and off the court. That's why I don't have no NBA team no more. But and in that, that's something I just couldn't agree with. Not my son. You know, saying that if he want to do that, it is what it is. But you're not doing nothing else besides that what you want to do.
Right.
You know.
What
When
do
you
you
come of
mean?
age, you want to.
You
If
said
you
no
come of
bodily
age,
changes.
any kind of
No
bodily
bodily
changes,
changes, that's what I'm
anything
saying,
that
no
you gonna happen,
bodily
is gonna happen to
changes.
you. Like you are born a man. So
But you're gonna choose your own path.
Yeah.
You're gonna choose your own path at the time that you're old enough to.
make those decisions.
When you're old enough to sign that waiver on your own, that's when you can do it.
Hey y'all, extended blunt burned out. We're gonna have to see y'all next time.
Yeah, crazy.